Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Robert Sain, interim pastor of Holy Communion Lutheran Church, and it is Shrove Tuesday, February the 16th, 2021. And this afternoon, I'm going to be burning palm branches to make our ashes for Ash Wednesday service. Tomorrow night, I'm preaching and presiding and supplying at my home congregation, Trinity Lutheran Church, Vale, North Carolina. And I'll also be live streaming the service to our YouTube channel, if everything works out okay, tomorrow evening from Trinity, and that service begins at 6 p.m. These branches come from Trinity Lutheran Church. Palm branches that are given out on Palm Sunday are collected at the end of the service, and they're saved over the year. And those palm branches, as we were singing Hosanna to the Lord on Palm Sunday, represent our very best intentions toward God, but obviously they represent our failures. They fade, and they dry up, and they return back to the earth. So we burn them on Shrove Tuesday, and then through a process that I make ashes out of them that will be used to trace a person's forehead on Ash Wednesday as they hear the words, to dust you were born, and to dust you will return. We're going to go ahead and make the ashes now, and hope that you enjoy. Thanks. So I want you to notice, in addition to the palm branches, I do have a hose here nearby in case I would have a problem with the fire. And in a few minutes, I'll be using this strainer actually to help. We don't want to get big pieces of ash, and then I'll be putting them in a bowl, and then we'll look at the next steps in a little bit. Tucker, you need to move back. Move back, because this is going to catch on fire. Here we go. Let's see if we can. I thought he might move back at that point. Almost exactly the proper amount of ashes to be burning at one time. It's going to be plenty of ashes to use tomorrow evening. So this next step is pretty much one of where you just you got to get your hands involved. Of course, the wind would pick up just about the time I've decided to do this. So for this next step, I had to let the ashes cool down a little bit, and I needed to get out of the wind because I was going to lose a lot of the ash from blowing away. So I'm just put together. So I'm going to put this through this strainer to get all the big pieces out, and I'm just going to start doing that. You can see I've already got more than enough ash in there now, so I'm going to go ahead and pour this out. So here is the vessel that Pastor Tommy and the folks at Trinity use. You can see it actually has the shape of a cross. It is used for the imposition of ashes. So this is oil that's been blessed. This was actually blessed by our bishop last year, just before the pandemic. It's an oil that's used to anoint people for healing. So I'm going to begin by mixing a little bit of the oil, and then I've got a knife that I'm going to use to stir it around. And actually, there's no really better way than to just to get in with your fingers. Again, I'll go in, and the best way is just to mix it around. And I think I've got this just almost at a really good spot. It's not wet, but it does make it would stick to your fingers and it would stick to your head. Here you can see the consistency of the ashes after I've finished. They're dry, but they will adhere to your finger. I mean, these would be great ashes to use when it's not a pandemic. But I think they'll work well with the way we'll be using them tomorrow evening. Have a great day. Bye.